Hello CIS scholars, how are you? I am Priya Nishant, your science educator from Countryside International School. Today we are going to begin a new chapter in science, that is chapter number 2, Nutrition in Animals. You already know about nutrition, right? In first chapter we have learned about nutrition in plants. So definition of nutrients in animals is the same almost. Just intake of food should be included. Okay, because plants so they don't have to eat food because they prepare their own food. Okay, so nutrition in animals is defined as the process of obtaining the required nutrients, its intake of food and its utilization by the body. Okay, the process of obtaining the required nutrients, the intake of food and utilization of the nutrients by its body. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to be discussing about 3 topics mostly, that is digestion in humans, digestion in a cow, a ruminant, or and digestion, intake of food and digestion in amoeba. These are the 3 primary topics that we are going to be discussing in this chapter. Okay, so first we have to understand when we talk about nutrients in animals in general, we have to understand that different animals intake food differently. And there are different ways in which animals intake food. Alag types से we eat food. For example, we humans, grown-up humans, eat food from their mouth. We put the food in the mouth, we chew and then we swallow. Okay, digest होता है. That is one. But small babies, human babies, they feed on mother's milk. है ना? What about honeybees? They suck nectar from the flowers. Snake also, snakes like python, have you seen python in Discovery Channel or National Geography Channel में? If you have noticed, they straight away swallow the animals they prey on. है ना? Aquatic animals also take in food differently. That is, they filter the food particles that is floating on the water and then they eat the tiny food particles. So what I mean to say is, even though we are talking about nutrition in animals in general, we are not talking about all the nutrition process in all the animals. We just have to discuss how different organisms or different animals intake food. Okay, and then the most important topic of this chapter is digestion in humans. That is, our human body mein how digestion system works or how food is digested in the body. Okay, it's a very long topic and it's very interesting. You will want to know more about your body. ठीक है, वी मस्ट नो ना हमारे बॉडी के अंदर क्या क्या पार्ट्स फिट हो रखे हैं, क्या काम है, व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ ईच पार्ट एक्सेट्रा. सो इन दिस टॉपिक वी आर गोइंग टू बी डिस्कसिंग अबाउट द सेम. ओके, सो दिस इज द डायग्राम ऑफ अ ह्यूमन डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम. Yeah. So बच्चे this ना ह्यूमन डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम अगर 10th स्टैंडर्ड का टेक्स्ट बुक खोल के देखोगे ना तो यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि 10th स्टैंडर्ड में भी यू विल हैव टू लर्न अबाउट ह्यूमन डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम. ओके, इन 7th स्टैंडर्ड हाउएवर इतना डिटेल में नहीं है, जस्ट you have to learn the outline of it, just the basics, but pay very good attention to this topic. This is very interesting. अगर एक बार याद रह जाएगा तो 10th तक हो गया काम, चल जाएगा. ठीक है. So there are various you might not require to learn how to draw this, but however in exam you might be asked to label this. Okay, you must be given a diagram and you will be asked to label the diagram. So you must know कि कौन सा पार्ट कहाँ पे है एक्सेट्रा. ठीक है. So this is a basic simple diagram of a digestive system. So first is of course the mouth. ठीक है, जहां से हम खाना खाते हैं, एंड माउथ के पीछे ना देयर इज अ कैविटी, लाइक बक्कल कैविटी कहते हैं उसे. माउथ के पीछे एक देर इज अ बकल कैविटी. बेसिकली उस बकल कैविटी में टंग विल बी अटैच्ड बिकॉज अवर टंग फ्रॉम द फ्रंट सेक्शन इट इज लूज एंड इनसाइड इफ यू माइट हैव नोटिस्ड इट इज फिक्स्ड समवेयर. सो बकल कैविटी इज दैट. कैविटी मतलब क्या? होल है ना. बकल कैविटी इज होल ऑफ द माउथ थ्रू विच दिस टंग इज कमिंग. ओके, सो देर इज दिस बकल कैविटी. माउथ के नीचे यहाँ पे बिलो द टंग देर इज अ sac like gland that is known as salivary gland. As the name suggests, salivary gland is for the secretion of saliva. Okay, and from the mouth there goes a long pipe. This pipe is known as food pipe or esophagus. Esophagus is also known as food pipe. ठीक है. Esophagus को we can also call them a food pipe. So from esophagus the opening कहाँ होता है? To the stomach. ठीक है. This mango like structure is the stomach. Okay. From stomach there is a, can you see this line? The opening is to the small intestine. From stomach, see if I can show you this. Opening is into the small intestine. First खाना small intestine में आता है and then वहां से it is very long actually. I have not drawn. It's almost for a grown-up adult human being. Small intestine is as long as 7.5 meters. So it is thickly coiled inside our body. But I didn't draw obviously just to show there is a small intestine. This is large intestine. There is a pancreas, liver. Liver के अंदर एक gland है, a ball-like structure which is known as gallbladder. You will learn what is the function of each part of the digestive system in the later topics. अभी सिर्फ एक outline समझ लो, ठीक है? There is a gallbladder, a small intestine. There is a large intestine and rectum and anus. Rectum and anus is for the removal of waste food that is produced after the digestive system works and food is digested. Okay, so these all parts now, mouth, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, anus and rectum, these are known as alimentary canal or digestive parts of the digestive system because they have particular functions. And three parts in this, that is salivary gland, pancreas and liver. These are known as what? These three parts secrete various juices. Okay, so these since these three secrete various juices for our body for various digestive processes, these are known as digestive glands. The other parts are called digestive, basically alimentary parts or alimentary canal, and these are known as digestive glands. These together, that is all parts together consist of our digestive system. Okay. So in the next topic, we are going to be discussing in detail about each part. Each part has a function to do in our body. So in the next session, we will discuss the functions of each part. Okay, so you have to try to label it, try to understand कौन सा part कहाँ पे है. ठीक है? So till we meet next time, take care of yourself and learn. Okay, bye.